My boss stole my multi-million-dollar pitch and presented it as his own. I am an animator, so I secretly replaced his presentation file with a cartoon that perfectly reenacted his theft. And then I hit play in front of the entire board of directors. For 6 months, the Momentum project was my entire life. I poured every ounce of my creativity into it, working weekends, sketching ideas on napkins at dinner, and dreaming about a concept I knew could land our company a $10 million contract. My boss, Alan, who is the kind of guy who thinks synergy is a personality trait, was mildly supportive, calling it a cute little side project. That was until last Monday, when I submitted the final pitch deck to him for review. 2 hours later, an email hit my inbox. It was an all-company announcement from Alan. Exciting news, it read. I'm thrilled to announce I will be presenting a groundbreaking new initiative, Project Momentum, to the board of directors on Friday. My blood ran cold. He had not changed a single word. He just put his name on my soul and called it his own. The next 2 days were a masterclass in corporate gaslighting. Alan was insufferable, strutting around the office like he had just invented electricity. The worst part was when he came to my desk with a smug smile. Hey, he said, leaning in conspiratorially. Since you did the initial legwork on this, could you just polish up the presentation slides for me? I really want this to shine when I am in front of the board. The sheer audacity of it almost made me laugh. He was asking me to sharpen the knife he was about to stab me with. I just smiled sweetly and said, of course, Alan. I'll make sure it is perfect for your big moment. And that is exactly what I did. I did not sleep for the next 48 hours. I did not touch his boring PowerPoint slides. Instead, I opened my animation software and I got to work. My revenge was a 90-second cartoon. It was simple but effective. The star was a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed squirrel who finds a unique, glowing golden acorn. She polishes it, nurtures it, and is about to present it to the Forest Council when a lazy, pot-bellied badger waddles over, snatches the acorn, and puts his own little badger flag in it. The animation was smooth, the character designs were just charming enough to be disarming, and I set it all to a jaunty, cheerful ukulele track. The final step was the most nerve-wracking. 15 minutes before the board meeting, I accessed the shared presentation folder on the company server. I renamed my cartoon file to Project Momentum Final PPTX and replaced Alan's file. My heart was pounding out of my chest. The boardroom was packed. The chief executive officer, the entire board, all the department heads. Alan stood at the front of the room, preening in his best suit. He cleared his throat, clicked the remote, and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed." The projector flickered to life. And there, on the massive screen, was my little squirrel, happily sketching out her plan for the golden acorn. A wave of confusion rippled through the room. Alan's face went pale as the ukulele music started to play. He started fumbling with the remote, but it was too late. Everyone was captivated. I watched as the board members' faces shifted from confusion to amusement to a dawning, horrified understanding as the badger stole the acorn. The cartoon ended with the sad little squirrel watching the badger take a bow. Silence. A thick, icy silence filled the room. Alan was frozen, his mouth hanging open, his face the color of spoiled milk. Then, the chief executive officer, a woman famous for not wasting a single word, turned her gaze from the screen to Alan, and then directly to me. She did not raise her voice. She just said, coolly and calmly, "Well, that was the most effective pitch I have ever seen. My office now."